So this is about special plants, and the full title it's quite long. Towards a cost-effective start with special plants, an innovation for successful nettle field establishment by direct seeding, so SEEDINET. And we are working in in Luke, in the Natural Resources Institute, Finland, and we are actually located in northern Finland. So some words about the topic. We are working with the stinging nettle. So this is a plant that I believe everyone knows and not necessarily with good positive feelings, but it's very interesting plant. It's a multi-purpose plant. It's native to Europe. It's perennial and fast growing. It's dioecious, meaning there is male and female plants. It's nitrophile, like you know it likes to grow on like in compost. It has a good frost resistance, like it's growing very far.
Excuse me, Francois.
Yes.
Your slides are not changing, so we are seeing only the PowerPoint screen.
So let's see how to get.
I
How
think you
can I?
can, on the right down corner, you can use the open book uh, because we are, yeah, if you press that one, then we will
Reading
see
view.
it. Yeah.
Do you see it
So
changing now?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
now we are
working.
Okay.
seeing the
Okay.
right screen.
Yep. Good. So I will. So you may see, yeah, the picture of nettle and the text. So it is. I was, yeah, just at the good frost resistance, like it's growing far north, and there is few pathogen and pest, and it's really resilient to many extreme events. And nettle can be used for many different applications. It's possible to use the leaves because they are rich in minerals, vitamins, proteins, bioactive compounds. So it can be used in functional food or feed, cosmetics, agriculture. The seeds are rich in minerals as well, vitamins, bioactive compounds. There are very interesting fibers in the stem, which were used actually in the past. And the roots are as well very interesting because they are bioactive compounds and they are very interesting for pharmaceutics. So we started to work with nettle now already a few years ago, and the previous project was funded by ERDF, and it was called ARCNOC, Arctic Nettle from Weed to Money. And the aim of the project was to establish the basis of the nettle value chain in Finnish Lapland. And we aim to optimize the cultivated system, the methods to optimize the yield and quality, and we focused on organic cultivation techniques. The idea was especially to ensure a regular supply of nettle as a raw material to companies that are already using nettle in their products. Sorry, but as well to promote the use of nettle as a raw material uh, for new companies and new end users. We had several questions in the project, like how is the nettle market, which nettle to cultivate, how to cultivate it, and then, as I was saying before, nettle can be used in many different ways. And in this project, and knowing that we are in northern Finland, we focused on reindeer feed. So to give you a bit some information about nettle and what we did in the previous project, because this is the origin of the SEEDINET project. So, but the question which nettle to cultivate. So we collected 13 different provenances from all over Finland. We planted them in a common garden and followed them, analyzed them for the biochemistry, and the end result was the selection of two different accessions. Kit, which is coming from Kittila, that would fit for fibers, and another one, Vario, that would fit for, we think, good for food. And we also produce seeds already at that in the ARCNOC project. About the cultivation system, we tried different planting system, like the potato ridge, strawberry ridge, or no ridge, and plastic mulching, and we tested different fertilizers. And in our condition, at least, the best system was strawberry bench and plastic mulching because it allows a good weed control. And as it's known, I mean, nettle really like fertilizers, so it grows without, but it just grows much better with. And then we also tried nettle supplementary pellets as a winter supplementary feed for reindeer. So this was done actually in collaboration with the Lapin courses. So this is a applied university. How is the IMCO? Um, Applied Science, University of Applied Sciences of Rovaniemi as well. And they defined it that the best nettle content was 5% in the pellets. And the winter feeding experiment was done for 4 months, from December to March. And we had 3 groups of reindeer, 3 treatments. And then okay, the text was written twice. And then we analyzed the blood and the well-being, and there was definitely a benefit to include nettle in the pellets, but there is still the question of the price of the pellets. But in this, to come back to the topic of the day, we had a collaboration with French partners, and this was related to the cultivation system. So we started this collaboration by visiting them, because they were much more advanced than we were, because there is this place. It's an horticultural school where they're producing nettle for farmers, and they're producing several 100,000 seedlings per year. We were supposed to visit them in the beginning of the project in 2020, but the COVID decided a bit differently. So it was only possible to go in 2022. And they really organized a very nice visit. So of course we visited this horticultural school, we visited farmers, we visited a textile center, and we also visited different sites where they are using as well nettle to clean the wastewaters. And they also came to visit us at the end of the project, and they were our main guest during the open days of the project. And we have a website of this project, Aktinen Nokkonen, and you can find there the presentation of all the different speakers in that day. So altogether, this is, to have a global picture of these previous results, the conclusion was that nettle is a low input and fast growing plant that fits well to cultivation, especially in northern latitudes, because there are not so many alternative crops that grow well in like in northern Finland. But there is no value chain really established yet, and we identified different challenges. As you can see here, first, there is no controlled seed availability, and there is no commercial production of nettle seedlings that are necessary to establish the fields. This field establishment is effective but too expensive with the current system. There is limited access to post-harvest processing facilities when you produce nettle for food, because it needs to be processed quickly. There was a strong price competition with non-finished nettle, and the production in Finland rely only on few producers, and the market is still limited or immature. So there is still a lot of work, but we decided to start by the beginning and to focus on these 2 first questions. And a bit more about this. So now it has been shown by in different countries that the best way to establish nettle field is to use seedlings produced in greenhouse and then plant them in the field. And the reason is that the direct seeding is unsuccessful, because nettle seeds are very small, 0.1 milligram, and they're light, and the germination is slow. It takes 2 weeks, more than 10 days in optimal condition when the moisture level is constant, and they also need light. So this means that sowing the seeds, they need to stay quite at the surface of the soil, and after 2 weeks, between the rain, the birds, and the wind, there's not many seeds left. So the innovation in this context was to develop a method for seed priming and pelleting. So the idea is to make the germination faster in the field, and to fight with the small light of the seeds. The idea is to make pellets of seeds so that the farmers could use the regular seeding machine. And this, we work together at the same time, basically with the French partners. And then we decided to make a new project with these existing partners and already existing kind of field experience. Like in Finland, in Luke, we had already these Finnish accessions, and we started to produce seeds because this has I forgot. So we also decided to produce seeds from like Finnish origin, and we already had some seed germination tests done. We have two companies that are using nettle in their products. Arctic Warriors, they are using nettle as in how to say, the superfood products, and Nordic Herbs, like they are selling it in as dried nettle and to different other industries and in their own product. And then in France, this is the partners we had before. So this is the Horticultural School of Roville with Laurent Dervaux and the Experimental Farm La Bousule from the NSIA, the engineer school. And they had as well one nettle accession. They already started to do some pelleting of nettle seeds, and they have a good farmer network, but as well other users of nettle. So we decided to go together, and this EIP, European International Partnership, was a good funding instrument for us, and because we have this innovation product, and we may say that this was as well 100% funded. So this is a very interesting aspect as well when you're looking for funding. And the French team, they have their own funding for now, but then they also submitted an application to this same program in France to include only the pelleting aspect. And the project is organized in its 4 work packages. The work package is about seed production from the different accessions we have identified or selected in the previous project. Then there is the work package about seed priming and pelleting. So in Luque, we will work on the priming, and mainly the French one, they will work on pelleting. And then we will work together to make pellets of primed seeds. And work package 3 field test. This will be done in Finland and in France by sharing the material and the expertise, the way of working. And work package 4 is dissemination and management. And this will be mainly done in Finland, but there is as well the plan to use dissemination stream in France. And the project we got about 200,000 euros, and the funding comes from the ELU centers of Lapland and Satakunta. So there are 2 regions, and this is for 3 years. And so the collaboration is actually close collaboration to develop the products, and then we will share the expertise and we will share the material, and we will also do field tests in parallel with different farmers. Yeah, that's it. And there's not so much to say yet because it started in June, and not so much results yet. So you're welcome to contact me, but as well Oti, who is as well online, and we are co-supervising this project. Thank you.